Yeah, sure.
2.9, scientific notation using negative exponents. Yesterday was about positive exponents. Today is about negative exponents. So the theory behind it. Scientific notation with negative exponents are for numbers that are close to 0. Finishing off that sentence there, close to 0. The other way you can think about it is like really small numbers, right? So they're really close to 0. For example, just so you know how to write one, this number here will be 4.2 times 10 to the negative 5. It's a negative exponent there. So yesterday, all our exponents were positive numbers. Today, we're going to work with some negative numbers. Back on track here, Elise had a question about putting it in your calculator. So the numbers you'd put in, right, you'd type in 4, the decimal, 2, and then you'd hit your little second key.
Yeah.
And then you'd hit there's that button there that says log. And above that is 10x. What the second does is it's making you select this 10x.
What's that button? Can you zoom in? Can I just do
Okay.
2.2 to the power?
So that's what you put. And then that puts up on your calculator like times 10 to the, and it gives you a parenthesis.
He's back. No, he's not.
Can I do 2?
And you would put in negative. Do you want to do a negative sign in your calculator?
Yeah.
It's right below the 3 key. It looks like that. Negative, and then you'd put the 5 in there. Okay?
Nice parenthesis.
Well, it kind of got off the screen.
It's like scribbles. One is scribbles, and the other one isn't even connected.
You guys are critical.
There you go.
The log is like right below it.
Can I just wait? Why is there double parentheses?
What?
Is parentheses in parentheses?
Yeah, that's okay. You can do that.
The negative is the.
All right. So that's calculator stuff.
Grace about that.
Don't worry too much about that. I'll help you through that if you get stuck on your assignment. Exponent. The exponent tells us something in here. Exponent, whether it's a positive or negative exponent, it tells us the number of jumps for the decimal point. Okay, the number of jumps. So how many spaces are you moving the decimals? Or how many spaces did you move the decimal? If you have a positive exponent, that's when you're going to have a really big number. And it could be either positive or negative. That was yesterday. 42,762,000. Right? That's a really big number.
Wait, what does that say?
Big numbers, positive or negative.
Oh, it looks like positive.
If you have a negative exponent, you're going to have small numbers.
Why are you writing so small?
Because they're small numbers.
Why are you writing so big? That's huge.
Close to 0 / and they can be positive or negative numbers. Tracking with me?
No.
Okay, good.
Remember how small so small? It makes it close to 0 look so huge.
Yeah, it does.
Or that one
Not really.
is really
All right. Staying on track. So how do we do this? So yesterday, which way did we move the decimal?
Left.
We moved it left. Today, because we have negative exponents, we're going to move it right to go from standard to scientific. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and our decimal is going to be between. We're still going to have one number in the 1 spot, and then 0.47. And how many jumps did I do?
5. 4.
Times 10 to the
negative 4.
-4.
Ooh, that's easy.
Okay? Next one. Notice it's a negative number. So you're going to have -2, and our decimal is going to move 1, 2, 3 places. So times 10 to the -3.
Wait, wouldn't it be 0.2?
Got it.
Because I moved it.
No, it would be
The decimal was here, and I moved it to here.
I want to be 2.
Oh, wait. You're right.
How many places did you move the decimal?
I thought
You're right.
I thought you had to have 1 in
So this could be 2.0 if you want.
So it's not 0.2.
No, you want to have a number that's not 0 in the 1 spot.
Okay.
Okay. Last one here for standard to scientific is 4.8 times 10. And if you look here, there's 3 jumps here, another 3, that's 6, 7, 8 jumps. So to the negative 8. So that's what we call standard notation to scientific notation. Yeah. So how do we go the other way? Scientific notation to standard notation. I like to think about this as I'm going to write out the number that I have. So 3409. And I look at this exponent here. It's a negative 5. So how many places do I have to move it?
5.
5. Well, from here to here is 1 place, right?
Yeah.
And every time going from scientific to standard, you're going to move 1 place with your negative exponents. So I moved 1 place here. How many more do I have to do? 4. So I just have to add 4 zeros.
Wait, aren't we going right this time?
And we went right to go from standard to scientific goes right. From scientific to standard, we go left. So the next one is going to be a negative number. And I always like to put a 0 in front here so that you don't technically have to. So negative, how many zeros am I going to have in front of this number?
6.
So it takes 1 of them to move in front of the 2. And how many more? There's 6 more. So 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 7, 1.
Okay, I get this.
Typically you have 7.
And then if you would like, you want to put a point 0. That's even better there. Let me.
Beautiful 0 you got there.
Okay. Don't forget that negative sign. That belongs to that number, though.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So that's standard to scientific, scientific to standard. Be careful which way you're moving with negatives and positives. Don't let that goof you up.
Oh, there's more.
Naming decimal places. This is something that you have done many times before.
There's a bet.
So let's go through this. The decimal point right here is important to know where that is. The first number to the left of the decimal point is in the
10.
ones place. The number to the left of that is in the tens. And then we have the hundreds. And we have the thousands.
Why does it go 1, 2, 3?
And then we have, what's the next one? The
Million.
10,000s. And after we say 10, we say 100, thousands, and then millions, and then 10 millions, and then 100 millions. And it would keep going for a long time. After millions, you have billions, and trillions, and quadrillions, and it keeps going. Those ones I'm sure you guys have done for years and are pretty good at those. Okay. The other way. This number right here is like 9 over 10. Would you agree?
Yeah. I know. No, I don't get it.
9 divided by 10.
Why though?
I don't get that.
So if you had all the parts, if you had one whole, right? If you had one whole, you'd have 10 over 10. Would you agree?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yes.
Okay, so whatever that number is there is however many over 10. So that's why we call this one tenths. A lot of people say, well, why don't you have once? Well, because you're not splitting the 1 into one part, you're splitting it into 10 parts. And then the next one, like this one here, is like
Hundredths.
800ths, right? Not thousands, hundredths. So this is hundredths. And then thousandths.
So
So like the same thing, but you have THs at the end, right? After thousands, you have 100,000s.
10? No? No, 10,000?
Why
Oh,
is it?
did I miss one?
Why is
Yeah.
it just the same and then like?
It's pretty much the same.
No, but
I did miss one.
Okay.
Thank you. Thousands and then 10,000s,
and then 100,000.
then 100,000s.
Okay, I don't feel okay.
What comes after that, millions?
After 100,000s, it'd be millionths.
I forgot.
And then 10 millionths.
Million.
And then 100 millionths.
What's after that one
Million.
then? Billion?
Billionths.
10 million.
What comes after?
And then 10 billions, 100 billions, trillionths. Right, you can keep going.
Trillions.
So you can go both ways now on your number line and label those.
Oh, I skipped all. Ow.
So like I said above, 0.9 as a fraction is 9 over 10. 0.98 is 98 over 100. Okay, so this is like 9/10 and 98 hundredths. Okay, that's how we're getting those words for those numbers there. If you run into one that says write this number in scientific notation, do you like? I don't always remember where these decimal places are. Like the other way is much easier for me. So it's a good idea to think about this. There's the decimal. The number to the right is the tenths, hundredths, thousandths,
I'm in confusion.
10,000ths.
So is that the dot, the decimal?
Yes, so 0 point, okay? And it's 10 thousandths here. So that's why I made it to the 10,000th spot. So you have 43 10,000ths. So you have 43 10,000ths. Just like this 98 up here is not 9/10ths and 8 hundredths. It's 98 hundredths.
The other one's zeros then?
So then you would fill in those with zeros. So now you go to millionths. So there's your 0 point tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, millionths. And it's how many millionths? Only 5 of them. So the rest becomes zeros. Now if we look carefully, it says write it in what kind of notation?
Scientific.
Scientific. So this number is going to be 4.3 times 10. And how many places did we move?
1, 2, 3. 3.
1, 2, 3. Times 10 to the negative 3. On the next one is 5.
Is that 0.5?
5, because you always need a whole number that's not 0 in your 1 space. You can do 5.0 or you can just write 5 times 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the negative 6.
Yeah, it does.
Because the one above it, it's not 0.5, it's 5. Yeah, I know, but the one above it, it was before.
Yes, the one above. Great observation. The one above, there's this 4 is in the ones place. Here, if you stopped here, you'd have a 0 in the ones place. We always want a number that's not 0 in the ones place. So this number is always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9.